What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we're going to talk about a subject that is very divisive. It's very controversial to some. It's going to bring about feelings and probably going to upset quite a few folks. That's your intro. You know, when you think back to the foundation of America, to say that America was born out of genocide and slavery is not a controversial statement. Many of the folks I come across acknowledge that to be a sad truth. And we'd like to think that we've evolved over time and we're better than that now. I'd like to think so. And if you look at polling, as a people, we are better than that. And that's why it's frustrating, because our government doesn't really respond to what the people approve, which takes away the shimmer from the idea of a government for the people, by the people, and of the people. It should then be no surprise that we are funding and supporting genocide today. The Israeli state is actively committing genocide. Just recently, you had the Flower Massacre. And if you're not familiar, I don't know how you're not. I try my best not to pay attention, because when it first popped off in October and the killing of babies was so prevalent and I was paying attention to it, it started to affect me emotionally, to the point that I was behaving differently. And I noticed it. I was glum, angry, and I was displaying this behavior with my children. And so I had to take a step back and not really focus too much, knowing how bad it is. I just couldn't watch, even though I know we're being begged to watch, to not avert our eyes. My conscience has been bugging me because I haven't made any kind of a statement about this subject matter. And my conscience has been eating at me for months. Eating at me. Because I do speak publicly. I make videos. I talk about current events, and how can I ignore this one? I can't. The union movement was born out of a common struggle. And we united against oppressors, against dictatorship, and against authoritarianism, against these wealthy owners who were just brutally abusive. And we united under these ideals. And I feel I betray myself if I continue to remain silent. I just can't. I can't. What Israel is doing is nothing short of becoming the thing that they hated the most. And I'm not talking about Jewish people. I'm talking about the state of Israel, the government of Israel. They are becoming what they hated. In World War II, we helped to defeat the Nazis, who were committing a genocide against the Jewish people and many others. And we aided in defeating that evil. But make no mistake, When the Nazis were doing Nazi things, there was a Nazi convention in New York. Look it up. And just like those times, in these times, we have a lot of misguided folks placing their loyalties in misguided things. We have to be on the side of the people. We have to be true to that. How can you stand for what's going on? How can you support what's going on? Even if you love the Jewish community, how can you support what the state of Israel is doing? You can't. Anyway, I couldn't stay silent any longer. Free Palestine. Remember, the fight's not left and right. It's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one. And remember, there could be no union without you and I front and center. Peace.